Yeah.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers leader at quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the 49ers and the Saints, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away on second down. Now Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing here, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Purdy's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Niners at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A terrific open. Them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Toward the pylon, caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 16 carries, 79 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people open downfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st down, Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From the 27, Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got his target, Samuel. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 East. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Ray McLeod. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 2nd down at 7. Purdy now to throw. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Purdy off the play fake. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, Kamara. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, now Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's McLeod on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Purdy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Purdy's throw complete there to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy will look to throw again here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the 30 on second down, Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. The final shot here before half for Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We begin with a battle in the American Southwest. The LA Chargers making the short flight down to take on Arizona. And it's the Chargers who have the lead with that game getting close to halftime. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Carr now on first down. On the slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Carr, they'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Purdy to throw it on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Olave over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And some room to work. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Kamara up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw his Carr. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, here in this 3rd quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a 1-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourself to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
For the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. This one taken in by Olave. The Saints on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
There's the stiff arm. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And returns it right back to Samuel.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They run over center with Mitchell. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the foot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 9. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So a change of possession here on the punt.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Their they're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Carr. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Carr's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game from the 9, 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. And he can't. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. First down, here's Mitchell. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw